Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We rise now for the Japanese national anthem. That was special. Now stand by for this. Gabriel is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, he's such a sharp reader of the game, Peter, and that makes him a very good tackler. He's particularly skilled at last-ditch challenges too, though I'm sure his team will be hoping that he doesn't have too many of those to make today.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. So it's down to business here. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Oh, that's a key interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now who's going to be first to this?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way past. Tries to pass it through. Duan. And he's gone looking for safety. Gabriel. And it's Marquinhos. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Ederson. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Maida. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marquinhos with the clearance. And he lines up. Here's the header! No, not the best of headers. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now, oh, he's all alone. Goes for a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Gabriel Jesus deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Still goalless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's destined for the flank. Maida. Clipped into space. And he's there to clear it. Vinicius Junior.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good ball, good take. Crosses it in here.
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get rid. And that's a throw-in. Ederson. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? João Pedro. Oh, nice touch. Looking for options, for chance for a shot! Goal! Brazil! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. More and more pressure on the ball here. Duan. That's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. Ederson. He's being urged to shoot. That's been drilled in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking for the far post. Ito tries to clear. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's Kubo. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Ito. That has been slung wide. Vinicius Junior. Some good work on the right flank here. Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Getting up there! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a...
And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Brazil just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. So right back into the action. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gabriel Jesus does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Kamada. Maida. And it's made its way to him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Maida. He's had it taken off him. Gabriel Jesus distributed tidily, and they can counter here. And he's had it nicked away. And the counter is on. Foot in. Brazil are still that goal to the good. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Edmilson. Gabriel Jesus showing great feet there. Now he's running away. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's the keeper's ball. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And it's Kubo. That looks a cracking ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Eva Nielsen coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 18. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 14.
Vinicius Junior. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. What a throw in. Vinicius Junior stood his ground strongly. And this is Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Cleared without hesitation. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Brazil have opted to make another change here. Matheus Cunha to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Japan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Cunha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Brazil are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Taken back, almost shapes to shoot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Ederson with the clearance. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Doan. Cunha was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Lobbed in behind. Eva Nielsen has the space to scheme. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Kamada. The final 5 minutes. Brazil close now to seeing this one through to the end. It's a promising position. Thinks about the shot. It's Maida! Again, a brilliant save.
Maida really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Can he get on the end of this? He's found space here. He has found the way through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And a header! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
It's a sweeping cross. Gabriel getting this one clear. Terrific effort! And that's a good finish. Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Brazil can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Senhoras e senhores, atenção! O fumo só é permitido nas áreas indicadas no estádio.